question is, what has been your greatest motivation you as mentors? Because I know this is something that is purely voluntary, but what has kept you moving on and on as mentors?
Great question. So, Professor Moyer, you're such a busy mentor. You don't have time to balance everything. So, somebody's going to call you next week and say, will you be my mentor after an exploratory set of discussions? And you'll probably do it. What drives you to this? And why do you make room for it?
That is a great question. And I don't know that I have an easy answer to that. And I do think some people are probably more predisposed to mentorship than others. For me, I get excited by the excitement. So when someone comes to me and is excited about something, I find myself getting excited for them. And I do agree with what Joe said earlier about I'm old enough now to have made a lot of mistakes, and I hope that I can help people along their pathway not make the same mistakes that I did. But yeah, and every year there are moments where I think I have too many mentees and I need to stop. And then I have some meeting where somebody just gets so excited about something and they just can't wait to be able to implement some project, and I find myself getting re-energized. So it gets back to that where you get your energy, and I'm recognizing more and more that one of the places I get my energy is mentees. And it's a very different thing than teaching because it's much more interpersonal to me. So I think that's why I do it.
It's interesting, when Professor Moyer went out for tenure, one of the things that was on her CV is the number of people she mentored, their names. And then for people to see on the papers in the CV, what have their mentors gone on to do. So that's something our promotions committee looks at, for what have my mentees gone on to do, and how are they reflecting the light back on what I invested in them. So please.
Thank you very much for the exciting talk. I would like to ask how you managed to navigate through the potential barriers and pitfalls, because in my experience of mentoring others, I found that if a mentor is not happy for some reason, if they need helps because they've been deprived socially or they do not feel safe, I can't see how I can, navigate through that and mentor. So how, and yet these are the potential pitfalls. I might feel like maybe I should have them, maybe I should be a caregiver and safety. So how do you navigate through these pitfalls?
Great question. I'd love to hear how other people would answer this. For myself, one of the things I found most helpful is to label the problem, to talk about the difficulty. All right, most of us who went into health and discovery were interested in solving problems, right? I mean, we went in there because we were trying to work on cures, inquiry, discovery. We're problem-driven people. So I can call this out as a problem and to label it and find a safe way to talk about it. All right, so, there are always good ways, I think, to talk about things and bad ways. So when we're navigating barriers and pitfalls, if all of a sudden we're accusing or making people feel critical or unsafe, that doesn't work. If we can find ways to talk with them to bring out their best self and to say, how can you do, or is there a way you can kind of trade off and to say, how can you be a little bit better than what you are right now? Because I think one of the perfect is usually the enemy of the good. So a lot of us say it's impossible to be a good mentor. I'm not going to do anything different or better. But I think trying to take a step forward is how I would answer that.
If I can just add to that, sometimes my mentees need a hug. and you know what? I am the type of mentor that's important to me. And one of the questions that I try to ask on a regular basis is, how are you doing? Okay, set the work down. How are you? How's your head? How are you doing? And I've had mentees that were in terrible car accidents. I've had mentees who had a collapsed lung. I've had mentees who got terrible illnesses. I've had mentees who went through a crippling depression. And in those moments, I'm not asking about her research. I'm not bugging him for an abstract. I'm empathizing as a human being. Because I believe my personal bias is that when you enter into these mentorship relationships, it's more than just come to my office once on Tuesday and that's it. Not everybody believes that, but I remember vividly not too long ago, I had a trainee who was at the end of her rope, and we were Skyping, I wasn't nearby, and she's just crying. And I'm saying, you need to get help. How can we get you help? And let's define help. Is that medication? Is that a psychiatrist? Is that your primary care doctor? And going through this is not okay for you to feel this miserable. Am I a licensed therapist? Oh my God, no. And I would be the first one to say, remember, I am not qualified to give you any advice at all about your medical care, but this sounds to me like you need to listen to your doctor. And so, while yeah, I don't want to spend all day, every day doing that with my mentees, sometimes these things happen because guess what? We are all human. And I would rather my mentee feel comfortable crying to me about something that she needs and me being able to help her navigate than her feeling too scared to death of the crazy guy in the mentor role to be able to say no offense, to be able to then come forward with that.
Please.
Sir. My question, actually, as I said, me myself, I don't have that. So, I would like to get one question. Before I get, how do I come to choose a mentor? Do I consider one in what I want to be, or someone, like you say, a mentor should be one who gives you a mirror of who should do that you are not what you think you are, but you are someone who is bigger than that. So, if I want to choose a mentor, do I choose one who is in what I want to be or another person? And how do I come to, if it is another person, how do I come to know that this person can be good for me? And in case I find out that such a person is not a good mentor for me, how do I come to,
Great, thank you. Great question. I heard two things in that question. One is, how do you choose a mentor? You're a student, you don't have a mentor yet. What should be some of the guiding principles? And we talked about some of those, but my advice for you is, what you want to start off with is some exploratory mentoring conversations. I don't think you're quite ready to pick a mentor yet, but you should practice what you just said and start to talk with people for just getting some advice. What kind of mentorship or advice do you think I need right now? And to have somebody hold the mirror up for you and to say, it shouldn't be the mentor who's answering that question, what you're going to become or things like that. What are the issues right in front of you right now? Is it who you want to be in your professional career or what? But I think those are a series of conversations that you can go deeper with. And some people just have those conversations with a person for a little bit. I'm a little bit more helpful in terms of pulling people out of the clouds to help them figure out what they want to get. There are people like Cheryl who are really helpful about how do I help you get it. And you know, I try and help people understand, well, do you want coffee or do you want tea? You know, do you want a Rolex or do you want fried eggs? And try and steer them through. But that causes some reflection. So at your juncture, I think you need mentoring, exploratory conversations. That's what my advice would be. Please.
Thank you. I'm David, one of the faculty. I think one of the things we haven't discussed is giving up on a mentee. So I guess my question to you is, have you had opportunities to give up on a mentee, and have you taken them, and why?
So this is part of the second question I heard up there too. When things aren't working, what do? How does a mentee either leave a mentor or a mentor say, the first thing I recommend is try not to turn it into anger, all right? Just to try and turn it into whether things are working or not. So most of the people that know me, when I'm going to have a difficult conversation with somebody, they know I start to ask questions. How do you think our relationship is going? All right. So we call that knocking first before you go in. All right. So how do you think it's going? And the mentee will go, okay. And then I'm going, hopefully I wait a little bit to see if the mentee will ask me, how do you think it's going? You must have had a reason for asking that question, Dean Kolars. How do you think it's going? And then I'll start with trying to personalize and say, I was hoping for something different here. I was trying to get something different going here. And I'm not able, I need something different if we're going to keep working together. We schedule these times, you don't show up. I think you're going to have some plans. I told you to read those 3 papers. You come, it doesn't seem like you have. So I can choose to be angry, or I can just say, this dating isn't going to go turn into a marriage. I need something different here, and I'm not getting it. And so it's different than saying, you're wrong, you're a loser, you're never going to make anything of yourself. It's just, listen, if I'm going to be spending time here, I need a return on my investment. I'm not getting it. It's a little bit trickier for a mentee to break things off with a mentor. All right? So sometimes what I'll suggest to mentees to say, since we started working together, I realize my interests and my needs have changed, and I worry about not being able to live up to your expectations. I really worry I'm going to be wasting your time. I wonder if we could put our relationship on pause right now while I try and sort things out. That's different than saying, I want a divorce. You're cheap. There's all kinds of stuff. But it's signaling people. So trying to communicate a message in a way that people can internalize it and not feel that there's a good or bad. But do you have any suggestions about what works in this culture and what doesn't? Yeah, but I have kind of parted ways with mentees, and I've helped a lot of mentees. It's very common for medical students to come into my office and say, Joe, it's not working with this mentor. How do I get out of it? So I'm trying to help with language like that.
I am probably less direct than Joe, which is why I really so appreciate his mentorship, because he can put words around this relationship isn't working. My approach is probably a bit more subtle, because first, it takes a lot for me to think about giving up on a mentee. I mean, I have a couple that I should have given up on, but I have faith that, okay, something's good is going to come from this. But in the event there are ones who are really, it just feels like they're not engaged, one of my tactics may be to say, well, it seems like you talked about doing X. How about you send me blah, 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 and then set up a meeting to talk about it. And typically the types of mentees that are the ones that are problematic are never going to do that. They're never going to write up something and then contact you for a meeting. And so there's this sort of natural attrition that can happen when you've given somebody a gentle assignment and they just can't deliver. That just lets them off of my calendar, which is not nearly as direct, maybe not as helpful to them as somebody saying you're not
see two more hands up. This gentleman here and this colleague here. Should we just end it at those two questions? All right. And to Cheryl, I just want to emphasize that I don't usually bring a mentee and fire them. I will say, I need something different. Can you commit to being different? Or can you change me from being to something different? But if we can't be different, let's just part ways and be friends. So please.
Thank you so much for this important presentation. I think we have had quite a very exciting discussion, but I want us to reflect on one presentation. And from experience, what would be the key predictors of a successful mentor-based relationship, which we can focus on so that we make our relationships with our mentees and mentor successful? Thank you.
Great. If I heard the question correctly, it's what should we focus on that are the real components. I would love to read a paper from McInerney, College of Medicine, that is written by thoughtful people like you that say there are all these variables, but I would love to get that list of attributes up there, give you each 100 points, and assign the number of points to each one. And total it up to 100, write it up, publish it. This is what we think of at McInerney. Is what's important for mentorship. And knowing again that it's going to be different from person to person, faculty to faculty member, you have to check in where people are at. But I would love to see that defined for your culture. I'd love to learn about that. Last question here, please.
Thank you, Irene Bakasi. I just wanted to ask a question about how to encourage the mentors, especially faculty, in mentorship programs, because the mentees are more enthusiastic and are more available and driving this. But the faculty sometimes are too busy, and in a common program, I don't know what advice you can give for co-manage these programs, how to encourage the faculty to be there, because there's a small survey we made, and the mentees are saying the mentors are very busy. So how do we tell, what are the incentives or motivations that you use for the faculty, just get them to be active?
So how to get the how to draw more faculty into mentorship. So when I'm trying to make change happen at the University of Michigan, especially when everyone's really busy, I see there are three groups of people on just about any issue when we're doing change management. There's a group of eager people who just want to do it. They're energized. Give me a chance to do more. I love this mentorship talk. I love this. I'm going to create time because it energizes me. It's like the oxygen you breathe. I need to do it. It's a small group, all right, but that's a group. Then there's a group of people who are kind of agnostic. Yeah, I kind of do it, but I can't do it too much. Yeah, it's important, but other things are important too. And then there's the third group, which is, I have no time for this. This is a distraction. All it does is compete with the things that are really important that my dean measures me by. I'm not doing this, all right? So usually what I'm trying to do is get people to shift groups. How can you get the people who are the enthusiasts together? They're creating energy in faculty development so that people feel attracted to that club. I want to be in that group. I want to be recognized by people for being a good mentor. For many of us, that's one of the highest things you can call us is a good mentor. And see if you could draw some of the agnostics into that group, and if you could draw some of the pessimists into the agnostic group. But it's usually trying to work slowly, and then people who are in leadership positions can influence this when it comes to promotion. It's one of our promotion variables. So how can we shine the light on it and make it more important? So that's where leaders have a chance. I know we're over time, and I'm really grateful, as I know Professor Moyer is, to be part of this conversation. Would love to work with people on this, and it's always a treat for us to be back here at Mentor. Thank you.